In this week's Business of Esports Minute, Herman Miller dominance, Ubisoft going free to play, and Tencent in trouble.
When business meets gaming, one man, one profit, knows all.
Every single week, I, Paul Dawalibi, will be bringing you my hottest takes from the week, everything you need to know about the business of esports, all in about 1 minute. Let's go. The business of esports is supported by YouGov, a leading international research firm that supplies the best data on gamers, games, and esports fans around the world. Visit yougov.com/gaming-esports for YouGov's free esports and gaming reports. From the keyboard to the boardroom, this is the Business of Esports Minute. Every single week, I, Paul Dawalibi, the prophet of esports, will be bringing you my hottest takes from the week. Basically, everything you need to know about the business of esports, all in about 1 minute. Let's go. This week, Herman Miller was in the news as their director of gaming, John Campbell, recently sat down for an interview where he discussed how the company came to dominate the high-end gaming chair market. Despite the deluge of low-cost gaming chairs, Herman Miller has managed to achieve big success in this category with a very premium offering. It goes to show that good products and good word of mouth can win the day in the gaming space. It's also interesting that much of this success was achieved without sponsorship of a huge tournament, huge influencer, until only very recently. In other news, Ubisoft recently expressed a renewed commitment to free-to-play games. This comes after the French company warned that profits might fall during the 2021 financial year. It's an interesting dichotomy when a company announces profits falling and reacts with a strategy to give more of their product away for free. Free-to-play is definitely the hot trend in gaming, and Ubisoft is clearly eager to tap into it. However, it's not clear that Ubisoft's games can be easily adapted to a free-to-play model. Furthermore, I'm not convinced that Ubisoft's struggles are related to their choice of business model. Fundamentally, they just haven't been making very good games. That's not an issue that any pivot in monetization scheme can really solve. Finally, Tencent is discussing agreements with an American national security panel that would allow the company to maintain its ownership stakes in Riot Games and Epic Games. Tencent owns a 40% stake in Epic and is the parent company of Riot. The repercussions of Tencent being forced to divest their US gaming investments are quite serious. It would set a significant precedent and likely discourage foreign investors from putting money into US gaming companies. Tencent would also be discouraged from investing in US gaming companies going forward. Removing an important acquirer and investor like Tencent from the ecosystem would have negative consequences for everyone. None of this is likely to happen, though, as I'm guessing Tencent will reach some kind of agreement with the US government. It is interesting to put our tinfoil hats on, though, and consider who might be the buyer of Tencent's US gaming assets. You can get esports news anywhere. This is the only place you can get real insight. For more of this, as well as the most exceptional lineup of guests, please tune in every week to the Business of Esports podcast and every Wednesday evening into the Business of Esports after show live stream. Also make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at BizEsports, and subscribe to us on YouTube at the Business of Esports.